complement my twin side rotation, this is actually what I did for this guild boss. Even though I have my own A0 Messa, I found this way to be slightly better. Except my score is so high because I actually borrowed an A6 twins instead of using my own A1 twins. This rotation actually wasn't originally mine, while I found, basically posted on Discord, the original Reddit document, which was inspired by this YouTuber Kalux. I'll link both Kalux's channel and also the document in the description for people to check out. So there is a source. This is just my adjusted version for this particular guild boss. Not too much is different, to be honest. One thing is different is I adjusted the Leon skills. Leon, almost always, I prefer the skill 2 going first. Especially here with Ryuji, because it actually, well, you would die otherwise, but it actually does help his health get even lower on this boss. Just because of how like he attacks and the way that you heal after you gain the shield, or after 2 turns of the shield not expiring. Sorry, this is what I meant. This is actually one of the times where Auto Matarakaja comes in really handy. When we start with Chernobog, we stay on him for the 2 turns. 2 turns is how long it lasts, so we can get actually the full effect of it. I didn't get the third version because it's so expensive and probably not worth it, really, realistically, with the first 2 turns of the guild boss, especially because you get lower points. But it is something. It is something to consider. It is some points. The first version is. Wonder here needs to be third because he needs to switch to the minion in order to highlight exactly on this position. And then switch back to Chernobog. Ryuji's job is just to hit God's hand, the S3, every single turn. And in this defense calculation, I've avoided calculating for Soy because it is pretty much not guaranteed on. Except we actually got hit there, so the boss is death down here by the weapon. But for turn 2 and turn 6, because the boss does a single target attack that targets your DPS specifically, it literally cannot happen for Soy. So we have to discount the weapon's defense down. Here, if the mini is somehow used on the other side, for example, you can use Jikokutin. It's not much worse. I don't even think there's much of a difference, really. I prefer the minion. I think it should be theoretically better because the skill damage is buffing that God hand over the attack passive from Jikokutin. Here again, because we don't, it actually works out perfectly on this rotation as well, that we don't actually attack with Ryuji. This down basically every first turn you charge up. We actually don't need the gun for the defense down here. We can S2 first, giving us the stronger version of the S2, because again, the boss won't hit us after this turn. You can only get 2 tailmates, unfortunately. I was basically trying to see if I could get the third. There's really no way you could do it. I was thinking about it here. Luckily got the gun debuff just on the last gun. I would have been not very happy if I didn't. Perfect here, Ryuji. Very, very low HP. And we have to highlight on this turn, mind you, so we had to like highlight 1 turn earlier than normal. Otherwise the God Hand will proc prematurely. And that's not good. And then without the highlight. So my favorite move is actually the Mark swap with the Rokunda, basically. The Mark replaces the Rokunda for this very final turn for the needed defense down. Very fun, very like effective. And these are the personas. These are all the skills on them. You can pause to see. Not all of them are necessary. And here are the builds. Patience Reconciliation, really good set. Here we're showing you we have attack and attack multi, because I think Ryuji gets so much crit damage, just he doesn't need it from Navi. Here are the Mindscapes, pretty much all empty except Phoebe.